So yeah, from my side, it's going to be very different job that I do, I can say. Well, I work as a psychologist in IT, research and innovation, so mostly focused on research. So yeah, my name is Georgiana Darau. For those that don't know me, I am a Global Minds alumni. I was part of the cohort from 2019, 2021. And I am originally from Romania. So yeah, thank you for the invitation to this talk, and I'm happy to share my view, my experience, let's say. So yeah, just to sorry. So yeah, just to make a short introduction and background. Yeah, I did the Global Minds Master. I was in Pet C. So here is a nice photo with my pet from Warsaw. I also did an Erasmus at SWPS in Warsaw, and that's where I found out about the Global Minds. So the moment I found out, I knew it's something I want to follow. And I am from Romania, but I did my studies in France. And I think that's where I started this interest in social and cultural psychology. So in terms of work and internships, during the master, I did an internship in PwC in Poland, in the global mobility team. And then I did a traineeship in the European Parliament, in the Directorate General of Personnel, again, working in HR. So now, just to understand, I don't know, let's say that in the beginning, I always thought I will work in HR, and that was something I liked. But then after I experienced 2 internships, in some way I figured it out, and I felt that it's not something that I want. I felt it's too administrative work, and somehow I cannot use, I didn't feel that it's for me. So then the job that I have now, I'm an SSH consultant, which is social sciences and humanities consultant at Aegis. I will tell you about the company. So how did I get this job? It's mostly the job found me because I wanted to move to Greece. And as you all mentioned, I mean, like going to a new country, even though I'm EU citizen, but going to a new country with a new language, it's so hard to find actually a job if you don't speak the language. So I was constantly searching for like mostly HR, but then I figured out in HR, it's very admin work. And then I can say that through networks, someone was searching for someone with a social background, and then I sent them my CV, and then kind of the job found me, let's say. I don't know how to explain it better. So in terms of company, the company is called Aegis IT Research. It's a small, medium enterprise, so it's a pretty small company, and it's actually located in Germany, but they have offices in Greece. And actually, I came to Greece for a project, and then I decided to stay here for personal reasons, because my boyfriend lives here, and I wanted to get closer to him. So it was a great opportunity. So the company has an expertise in cybersecurity, so totally different than psychology, but you will see how you can apply knowledge from psychology in this area. So they work mostly in EU-funded projects. They have a lot of experience in research and development projects, and their expertise is mostly digital forensics, advanced data visualizations, and privacy, like technology-related stuff. So, for example, in this photo is their the tool that they have for data analytics, which is actually very interesting because it's basically statistics. So, what do I do as a SSH consultant? Well, the projects I actually work on are the Horizon in research and innovation. Maybe some of you, they know these projects, especially those in research areas. These are big projects from the European Commission, focused on research and innovation. And these projects are in different domains. And the company I work for, we have, let's say, 20 active projects from the European Commission. So the projects that I work on, they're around 4 or 5, so always like changing. So these projects are in different domains. So for example, one is in healthcare domain, one is in data, 2 of them, they're in data analytics. Some of them, they're in sustainability. So for example, with this project with IERAS, that's how I came to Greece, because it's a Marie Curie project that sends people from one company or like one academia, one partner to another. So I had to move to Patras in Greece, in the city in Greece, and just share my knowledge with the university from there. So work on the project, which this project is about developing cybersecurity training platforms for the healthcare domain. So mostly, let's say, part of my job is project management, and then the interesting part, the consultancy from the social perspective for developing intelligent human-machine interfaces. So yeah, the first aspect is the project management, which I think most of the jobs have this. Sometimes can be interesting, sometimes can be more boring, let's say. So it's a lot of organization and planning. It's a lot of collaboration with the team, which is a multidisciplinary and diverse team, because, for example, in these projects, we are a consortium of 18 partners, maybe from 10 different EU countries, or like even outside of EU. So then you have to collaborate with everybody and plan and deliver all the work that needs to be done, and that was is in the grant agreement. Just plan the reports, collaborate with everybody. Let's say, for example, from my side, let's say sometimes I'm the mediator between the internal team. I have to discuss with the engineering team from IEG's side, and then make the link between the project consortium and what they are asking for. So always organizing and preparing all the input that is needed from our side to the whole project. And in some projects, I am more or less like a communication manager. So this is mostly about how you promote the results of the project and how you make the project known on all social medias, like website, also creating the visibility of the whole project. And then the aspect 2, which is, let's say, the most interesting one, is the social sciences and the humanities part. So what you can do, I think it's mostly research focused. So in one of the projects I worked on, and I'm still working on, I conducted a qualitative study on the end users for the system, the platform that is intended to be developed, in order to assess their needs, expectations, and preferences. So this project in medical domain, I had to interview doctors from different EU countries to understand their knowledge about cybersecurity, to see if they understand this and how important it is. And then based on the results, I can inform the developing team, the design team, to take into account all their needs. Then, for example, another project, in another project, just consult the team to think about the inclusion of the diversity of individuals in the design of the platform, because all these platforms, they are designed in specific ways, and maybe because my colleagues, most of them, they have background in computer sciences, for example, they might not always know how important is the diversity of the end user, because you have to have a design, the final product has to be fair, has to be inclusive and diverse, which has to be because it can be used by, it's used by everybody, which people in general, we are all different and we have different preferences and needs. And then, for example, in another project on the sustainability, which is, I think, is the most interesting one, it's how to change people's behavior to shift from this bulk buying, like fashion buying, to being more sustainable and having a conscious behavior when buying. So again, this is research how this has an implication on in society, on people, and find the best practices to implement it in society and adopt it and, of course, promote it. So yeah, I just wrote here like some skills that I realized myself that you actually need in this job. Of course, research skills, because it's research and innovation. And then team management and organization, because you work with a consortium with different people from so many countries. And then also like intercultural skills and interpersonal skills are very important, because you work from people from so many cultures, and sometimes that can be challenging. You have to be flexible and adaptable and independent and autonomous, because for example, in my team, I'm the only one doing this. So most of my colleagues, they have background in engineering and computer sciences or business or management. So sometimes it's challenging, sometimes it's lonely, because I'm the only one with having this approach and perspective, and maybe some of them, they don't understand it. So let's say you have to be patient to explain to them, and confident enough to stand your point, let's say. And then have a great sense of observation, because again, these things might not be obvious. So, and also proactive, because the team might not think about the importance of the social aspect and social implications on society, but then it's your responsibility to grasp that points and say something and contribute with something. And then innovative ideas, because it's research and it's innovation. And for example, my team is always working on proposals of new projects. So you can always contribute here with ideas of new projects and developing anything new. And then making, let's say, I would like in the future, when maybe I have also more expertise, to link even more the technology with the psychology and cultural psychology, let's say. So promoting diversity and inclusion. And then here are just some photos from my meetings. Actually, this job is, I can say it's really nice. At the beginning, it was a bit confusing. I was lost, but I started to figure out and understand my contribution here. And it's actually a great format, because most of the work is online, but involves a lot of traveling, because we are always meeting for conferences or for like meetings to discuss the project with all the people from all the countries. You're working with diverse and multidisciplinary teams, which is great, because you can always see a different perspective and look at things from different perspectives as well. So diversity. And then also the partners are from different sectors, from academia, public and private sector. So again, you see differences in this as well. So just wanted to share like these insights that I learned myself. Always be patient. We are all figuring out. I never thought I would work in this domain, but and maybe at the beginning I didn't like it that much, but I was patient, and I always tried to like challenge myself, and always see what I can contribute. And then don't limit yourself because, well, psychology is everywhere around us. We are all social beings, and it can be applied in all domains and all sectors of work. And it's actually very valuable and very important. And also what I realize is that skills, it's mostly the skills that you develop during the studies, and internships and experiences are the most important, because maybe the knowledge that you acquire, let's say the theory, it's not always the same as practice and the skills will actually help you to learn even more. And then always challenge yourself, because I mean, we never know too much, and it's always good to learn new stuff and new skills. And as also Wilma was saying, like maybe we don't know a different topic or a specific domain, but we can always learn about it. And then networking and making connections is very useful, I think, both professional and personal life. And especially professional, because only by making connections you can it's easier to find a job, it's easier to collaborate with people. So this was all.